Before we go, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I've noticed that I have about 54% of people watching my videos and they are not subscribed. So if you do subscribe, that will help the channel a lot. So let's just go right into the video. No time for any introductions here. So we see that Bitcoin has finally been dumping as well as we predicted. If you've been watching my videos, then it will be that we predicted this. Alright, let's delete all of this so that we see what is going on. We are on the 4-hourly time frame here. So let's go to the daily time frame so that we see the bigger picture. So here we see that now if you look at this, you will see that Bitcoin was going up here. Okay, now we'll do this together. Let's say Bitcoin was going up here, and so this is like this. I will not do it so perfectly. All right, so Bitcoin went up here, then it dumped from here to here. Okay, and here it dumped again, it went up, it dumped. Now the way I see all of this, the way I interpret all of this is I try to look at what pattern it will form next. Okay, I always look at all of this, the volume, the EMA, I look at all of this, but one of the things that I always imagine like to be ahead of the markets, not really ahead, but it helps out, is to understand what pattern it is trying to form, because it cannot be out of pattern. There must be a pattern. Okay, we know about head and shoulders patterns, we know about inverse head and shoulders patterns, we know about bull flags, we know about symmetrical triangles, we know about cup and handle patterns, and we know about all of these patterns. We know about double top patterns, we know about double bottom patterns, we know about triple tops and triple bottoms. Now, as I've always been saying in my previous videos, if you have been following my technical analysis videos, the truth about it is I understand some people don't just have the time for this. It's kind of like a talent or something. But anyway, so when you see Bitcoin behaving some way, the reason why I take my time to teach all of this is because it's not all the time that I will always be there to come and show you that this is what is going on. Like, for instance, there are many people watching my videos who are not invested in Bitcoin, but you want to look at Bitcoin's price so that you know what is going to happen with the markets, because we already understand that the markets depend on Bitcoin's price. So if, for example, you're invested in Cardano or Solana or Polkadot or Chainlink or any of these altcoins, you will also need to at least understand the technical analysis, even if it is just the basics, so that you know when to buy and when to sell. In my other technical analysis videos, if you've been watching my technical analysis videos, and I will leave my playlist, my technical analysis playlist down below in the comments, please take some time and learn this stuff, because the difference between you investing in the same cryptocurrency and another person is that now we see Bitcoin going down to $59,000. We are going to go to $55,000, and this might even come sooner than expected. Now, take some time and at least learn this stuff. Even if you don't really understand it, just know some of it, because just a little of this knowledge will save you a ton of money. A little of this knowledge will save you a ton of money. I understand it will take time to practice and all of this, and maybe you may not have the time to really consider this as some kind of career or something like that. You just want to be, you say, an investor in it. But what I'm saying is, have some time to even just learn some of this, because it will save you a lot of money. Here already we see a bearish engulfing pattern here. Here we see a bearish engulfing pattern here, and if you've been watching my videos, then you know that when we have a full green candle like this and a red one after, this will be a bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, so this pattern here means that Bitcoin is going to dump. This pattern is telling us that we are going to go down, And if you wanted to interpret what is going on here in plain English, you would say that you have some groups of people who are buying, and we reach here. We come to the next candle and we're like, oh, maybe the price that we are in is too much. Like maybe we don't know what to do, because this is somewhat of a spinning top right here. So yeah, and so if this happens after this, it means that these people that bought up till here, from here, of course, from here to up to here, will have decided that they have to start to sell. Now, if this also ended, if this ended in a way that we have this candle in green, which means it will go, instead of this in the middle, it will be like up, as in this one, it will mean that this trend will continue, which means that will be the decision that has been made after the green candle. So these two candles give you a lot of information about what is to happen here. Now, you have to also understand that the trend itself is your friend, which means we are in a bullish trend. Like, the trend itself is a bullish trend. When you look at it from when you zoom out, you'll see that this is a bullish trend. This came here, dumped here, went up. It's just normal that this should dump again before going up. So that's exactly what is going on here. So I'm just saying, people have to understand how to interpret this, because it will save you a ton of money. It will save you a ton of money. The more you do this, the more you invest, the more profits you would make, and it will just be dumb to never take profits when you see a clear sign that this is going to be horrible, in the next days or in the next hours. All right, so what is going on here, what I think is unfolding here, is a double bottom. And I've said this already on my TikTok video. There are some people, I think I have subscribers who are not from my TikTok page, but I think most of my subscribers are from my TikTok page. So what I was practically showing there on TikTok is that we have this, and this is coming down like this. So this is indeed trying to form a double bottom here. Now, this is keeping in mind that we are in a bullish trend here. So to make a pattern here that will continue this bullish trend, we have to have a double bottom here. Now, the double bottom could be that's the right, say the right leg of the double bottom could be deeper than the left leg here. So this one here could be a lower low from this one. So what I was considering is that if this is forming a double bottom here, then if we take the distance from here, just for example now, and to like here, which is the distance from the highest point here to the lowest point here. Now, except we get another lowest point here, we will take that lowest point. So if we take the distance from here to here, it means that from here we should go up to $79,000. Now, keeping in mind that we are trying to follow the chart that I've been talking about, the Wall Street cheat sheet chart, we may not have another serious dip such as this one, and I really think that this dip is going to go further. Now we are at 59,000. There are a lot of people who were leveraged on this trade, so many people are going to lose their positions. They will think that, oh, the market is over, oh, this was the top, and they come out of the positions, and Bitcoin reverses here and we see a parabolic run. It will be parabolic. Now, I am very sure of this. I am extremely sure. If this goes south, like if we come back to, say, lower 30s and we stay there for 3 months, then everything that I know about crypto has been invalidated. Yeah, because this cannot be that we are going into a bear market. That's not true. Now, if we look at the 20-day moving average here, it tells another story. It tells another story, and this story could be that the 20-day moving average, for those who don't understand, this, the blue line here, I hope you can see that. The blue line here is the 20-day moving average. The red line is the 50-day moving average, and the green line is the 200-day moving average. So these lines take the averages of those past days and give us a certain price. So which means in the 50-day moving average, the market has decided that the average price of Bitcoin is supposed to be $45,900, and here at the 50-day moving average, the price of Bitcoin is supposed to be $58,500. And on the 20-day moving average, the average price of Bitcoin that's the worth at that time, is supposed to be $64,700. So this is the average price that the market has decided that we are supposed to be in now. Now, when this 20-day moving average crosses below the 50-day moving average, it means that the market is trying to push down that average price. Okay, and when the 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average, it signifies a death cross. Never you forget this. We will need it next year for our analysis. It will signify a death cross, and this will mean that we are entering a bear market. It will mean that we will have a prolonged season of price decrease. Now we could see it. We can also see it here. We can see it over here. So we had this here. Now you see that as the 50-day moving average starts to come down, price starts to drop drastically. So it's not some kind of joke here. So when it crosses here, we will stay for a long time before ever going back up. So here we crossed again, and when it crosses above the 200-day moving average, when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average, it is called a golden cross. Don't forget these words. Death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average from above, and golden cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average from below, like here. All right, so now when we zoom in here and we go to the 4-hourly time frame, we will see a closer look as to what is going on in the markets. Now we see here in the 4-hourly time frame that the 20-day moving average has already crossed the 50-day moving average from above, and we can see a curve showing here as the 50-day moving average is trying to come below. Now this could be very frightening for a lot of people. This does not frighten me at all. Like, I am totally fine with what is going on. Now you have to keep in mind that the death cross and the golden cross are slower as you zoom out of the time frames. Okay, and as you zoom in, the moving averages, these lines are faster. So here in the 4-hourly time frame, you will see this curve here of the 50-day moving average. But if you come to the daily time frame, you will not see any curve in the 50-day moving average, this one. And the 20-day moving average will not have even crossed the 50-day moving average as you zoom out. So when you zoom out, you see the bigger picture. There are some people who are already panicking and trying to sell their crypto. Don't do that. We are now at $58,000 Bitcoin. Never you sell your crypto out of panic. Panicking with the markets is exactly what will kill you, or say kill your investments. But never you do that. Okay, never you sell your crypto because you were in some kind of shock. Never you do that. Have a strategy, have a time, like have some kind of a plan that you want to follow. Don't just sell because you saw the price coming down. No. And most of you even have cryptos that will be here in 10 years. If you have a cryptocurrency like Ethereum, for example, you know that it will be here in 10 years and it will be extremely expensive in 10 years time. So the way I do this is, if I lose, because I also lose, everyone in crypto loses and gains. It's not something that where the more you know, maybe it will stop you from losing. No, your knowledge can only mitigate your loss. It will not stop your loss. This is the first lesson that you have to always understand in cryptocurrency. You can only mitigate your loss by knowing more. You can't stop losing. If you stop losing, it means that you stopped trying. Okay, so now we are on the daily time frame. As we zoom in, we see a closer look at the price action. So we see that here, this is the 4-hourly time frame. So each candle here represents 4 hours of price action. So here, this candle did not tell us that it is going to stop. Now this candle was some sort of indecision, but at the end of the candle it closed below. So it's not just like a doji, it is somewhat of a spinning top, I might say. So the price will still continue dropping, and if this closes below again in like 2 hours, because we're like 2 hours out from the 4-hourly time to close, then it will still continue dropping. So let's put on the Fibonacci retracement levels and see what level we are in now. Now, to draw our Fibonacci retracement levels, what we have to do is we have to come down to where the price actually where the price action actually started. Like, where did the trend start? Yeah, where did this uptrend start? So we come right down here, and if we take a line like from here, we say that this was the massive resistance level where Bitcoin initially broke out of. Okay, so this will give us a more accurate price action. Our breakout level would be here. This is to give us a zoomed out picture of what is to happen. So if we take this like this, from here to the top, that is to the top price, then we'll see each level and what resistance and support levels we have. Okay, if you've been following my tutorials, I've said it before, the levels you have to watch out for are the 0.38, 0.5, 0.618. We are trying to break below, or we are trying to close below the 0.38. Now if you close below this 0.38, we will come to 0.5. And if we close below 0.5, it is very most likely that we will come to 0.618. And 0.618 has to hold. If it does not hold, then Bitcoin will go again even lower. And by lower, I'm talking about like $47,000. I really think, I said it before and I'm saying it again, the dip we are seeing needs to be massive. It needs to be convincing enough that we are going into a bear market. It needs to be convincing enough. Many people are going to, come out of their positions. If you are leveraged, then you had to have come out since long time ago. You shouldn't be in the market in this kind of scenario when, say, you are leveraged. So we see that this candle here closed below this Fibonacci level. Yeah, the 0.236. This candle closed below it, and this candle is also trying to close below the 0.38. And if it closes below there, then our next line of support will be 0.5. And this 0.5, I was predicting before that we will go to $55,000. Now $55,000, we have some support coming in here. Now what I've always said, if you see any price accumulation, if you see any sort of consolidation, that can give us, say, a zone of support or a major zone of resistance. Anywhere, if we had any zone where we had price consolidation like this one, it will give us a major zone of support and a zone of resistance. So when we will be going back up, this will be a zone of resistance. This now is our zone of support down at $54,000. So now we broke this one and we are headed down. So if it closes below this 0.38, which is about $59,000, then we will come down here. Now around here we don't really have that much support. Our main support is coming in here at $54,000, and we may bounce off of this 0.618 of the golden ratio of or the golden pocket of 0.65. So these are the levels we have to be watching out for, and these are also the levels where you could be either taking profits or investing. Okay, this is some kind of pro tip that I'm about to give you. If you want to know where to invest or when to invest, look at the zones of resistance or the zones of support. If you open the chart on tradingview.com, you can go to say Bitcoin USDT. This is Bitcoin USDT, and click on any of it, anywhere in any place where you see a zone where we had major consolidation like this. That will be a zone of resistance or a zone of support, and it is in these zones that you either take profits or you invest into the markets. So that is basically it. Now I will do another update later on. I just made this video so that I show you guys where we are now and where we are headed. As I've been showing before, we are having these moving averages coming together, and this is even on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame you see that the moving averages are coming together. Now another pro tip: when you see these moving averages, when you see the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 200-day moving average coming together, like trying to meet, know that you can have very serious price action during that time. So if this red one, say the red line, crosses the green line from below, it will be a golden cross on Bitcoin dominance, which means Bitcoin will dominate the markets. And so some people still ask, what does that even mean? It means that money will flow from altcoins into Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is like the main investment in cryptocurrency. Every other coin is an alternative investment. So every other crypto is called an alternative crypto or altcoin. All right, that's it for now. I will do another video soon if there is any serious update, if there is anything going on which I think I should share about. But for now, that's what is going on. Just be cautious with the markets right now. We can reverse at any moment because we are in a very strong bullish market. This is the bull season. Don't mistake this for the bear market is coming. It is not coming now. I can say that with a very high degree of certainty. The bear market is not coming now. We have not started yet. Yeah, the bull market is still to commence, and this is just to let some other people not take as much profits from the markets. You know, in these markets, not everyone will get to be a winner. Now, most people will not be winners just because they paper handed and they sold out, you know, and so other people get to have more profit and you don't. Remember, the entire idea about this, one of the reasons why I started this page now is just so that I let people know about this, get to invest now, and say you take your profit and wait for the bear market, dollar cost average into the bear market, dollar cost average into cryptocurrencies in the bear market, and say by 2024 when we're back in the bull market, because the bear market will last for 2 years. So if it comes next year, say by June or by August, now June and August are somewhat perhaps you can never know, but I'm anticipating that it can come after say March, when Ethereum 2.0 will be launched. So anyway, that's just me thinking here, and I will be updating on that also as it comes. But what I'm trying to say here is all of this is so that you can take these profits and invest again in the bear market, because it is in that market that you will actually make serious humongous gains. I'll make another video soon and update you guys on what is to come, or if we have to take other precautions here if the market turns against us, because keep in mind all of this could mean something very different. Okay, now we are on the 4-hourly time frame. You could also read this as a head and shoulders pattern right here. So it's not like you have one particular way that you can see this. If you read this as a head and shoulders pattern, then it means that you can take this from here to here, and you can take the ends of the shoulders like this. Yeah, this would work out. And if that is it, there are a lot of ways that you can read this. And if that is the case, then this will come here, and so if we take this like this, it will still give us about $56,000. And let's just say that we were reading this as, say, a bearish flag right here. So if we take out this, and we are reading this as a bearish flag. I've talked about this in my tutorial videos. If you haven't watched my tutorial videos, well, I don't know. But if we see this as a bearish flag, it means that we can take this right here, then we take the highest position here with the lowest position here for the flag, and we pull this from the highest here to the lowest. That should give us 55,000. So around this place where you can use, when you use all of this and they are all giving you about the same figure, know that that is where we are going to go. It becomes more sure that this is really where we're going to go. And we were saying before that this is where massive support is coming in. So this is not supposed to be considered like some sort of game, but that's exactly what is what this is showing us here. So we can most likely, or say we will most likely come here, and not only here, if you look at here also, you will see that we are having a lot of support coming in here. This is a lot of support coming in here. So from here to here, we have a lot of support coming in here. So not to be afraid of anything. If this dumps, it will confirm the price chart that I was talking about. Let me show you guys the chart. So if we dump, it will confirm this price chart, and it will show us that we were actually here and we have dumped down here. Now you now see that this will show that from here we will consolidate a bit, and we take off. This will be glorious. This will be glorious, which means we will not have these dumps anymore. You don't see them along here, and then we will have the blow off top here. And this is something that I will have to watch out for keenly, because this will happen. This will give us a ginormous candle where we get the blow off top. All right, so I will do some other videos later if I see something you know, spooky about the charts, and I will let you guys know what's going on. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you didn't, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe.